To get started, download and install Visual Web Developer 2008 Express from the ASP.NET website. You can find this free product from www.asp.net/downloads/essential. The webmasters occasionally make changes to their website. If you don't see the page that I'm displaying, just navigate to this URL. There are a number of installers available on this page, including something called the Microsoft Web Platform Installer. This installer will install Visual Web Developer, SQL Server, and a number of other tools. But I'm going to recommend that you don't use that installer. Instead, use this one, Visual Web Developer 2008 Express Edition, SP1, or whichever is the latest version when you get to this page. Download the installer application to your hard disk, and then run it. I've downloaded the installer to my desktop. Its name is vwdsetup.exe. Run the installer. After it takes a few moments to copy some files to your hard disk, it presents an initial information screen. On this screen, it tells you about the product Visual Web Developer 2008 Express Edition, and there's an option to send more information about the setup experience to Microsoft. I'll skip that option and click the Next button. On this screen, read the license terms, and then if you agree, select I have read and accept the license terms, and also take a look at the option that allows Visual Studio or Visual Web Developer Express Edition to receive and display online RSS content. If you leave this option selected, you'll see a regular news stream from Microsoft whenever you're connected to the internet and you have the product open. On the next screen, Visual Web Developer detects whether you have certain optional components already installed, including the .NET Framework version 3.5, SQL Server, and the Silverlight Player. Since I already have these components installed on my system, Visual Web Developer goes directly to this options screen. However, if you see the options there, deselect them. In particular, do not install SQL Server from this screen. I describe how to install SQL Server and its management tool, SQL Server Studio Basic, in another video. On this screen, I review the summary, indicating that I'm going to be downloading and installing Visual Web Developer 2008 Express Edition with Service Pack 1, the SQL Publishing Wizard 1.3, and Shared Management Objects. Click the Install button, and then complete the installation by following the prompts. If this is the first time you've run the installation on your computer, you might need to reboot at least once during the installation process. Also, you'll need to download all of the files. The size of the download will depend on how many components are being installed in this phase of the process. After the installation is complete, you'll be able to open Visual Web Developer 2008 from the Microsoft menu, and I describe how to use the product in other videos in this chapter. At the end of the setup process for Visual Web Developer, you're prompted to register the product. Visual Web Developer is free, but you do need to register with Microsoft to receive a free registration key. If you don't register and you don't provide your registration key, you'll still be able to use the product for 30 days, but at the end of that period it will become disabled and you'll need to register and input the registration key to continue using it. To register, go to the Help menu once you've opened Visual Web Developer and select the Register Product menu choice. I'll show that again once I have the product open.